So, Joe, we often talk about our party cards, but there's also mission cards. So we're going to do a little segment here with a couple of different videos that really help us create conversations around those couple of mission cards at a time. So the first one that we have is about the microfiber and how microfiber removes everything with water when used properly, right? But the plastic straw one plays into this to have that bigger conversation. So most people don't realize that plastic is forever. What would we be able to tell them about plastic that relates to our mission, but also brings them back to our microfiber?
Well, basically our microfiber is made out of recycled plastic.
Right.
So
Some of the
taking a
EnviroCloths and the
problem,
mop.
and making it into a solution.
Right. So for plastic straws, we have a solution.
Stainless steel straws.
Right? And of course, plastic bottles, plastic water bottles. We can talk about plastic and the number of solutions that Norwex has, but even if they don't buy Norwex, simply having the conversation around plastics might make people more aware of how they can help contribute to a healthy planet. Here's my favorite quote. "It's only one straw," said 1 billion people.
Exactly. What a difference it would make to say no to that straw if 1 billion people did.
One plastic bottle, said 1 billion people.
Yeah.
So, Joe, the other thing that we can use our mission cards is really to talk about deforestation and what?
Kitchen roll.
Right. Talk to me. How do we get rid of that kitchen roll or even the use of paper napkins, for example?
Well, obviously at Norwex, we offer napkins, but we also have our countercloth napkins. We have our EnviroCloths, all the things that we can use to soak up spills, to clean surfaces without having to chop down trees to do it.
So these mission cards, whether you take one or two, it really gets you in the mindset to talk about our mission. Again, it's not necessarily to sell them a product. You know, we often hear, oh, I don't want to sell. I don't want to feel like I'm selling. But if we're using our mission cards more from the idea that we want to educate people and plant the seed about, oh, should I really buy this jumbo roll? Package of all these paper towel rolls or napkins, if we can get them thinking about that, maybe there's a difference to be made. We talked a lot about dust and actually how dangerous dust can be because dust soaks up contaminants and chemicals often found in the home. So a healthy habit is dusting. We can do that with our dust mitt. We can do that with our dry mop, our Enviro wand. But the other thing about dust is what happens with an asthmatic or someone sensitive to allergies. It's healthy for them as well, right?
Yeah.
I think there's also a shocking statistic for cord blood of newborns. Did you know that fact? Share the fact.
do,
And then
yeah.
Did you know about that?
Not pre-Norwex, no. So over 200 chemicals have been found in the cord blood of newborns, which just shows how our systems work, carrying chemicals around our bodies. We ingest them through our skin, we breathe them in, and we can even pass them on to a baby in our belly.
Yeah. And again, it's not like Norwex can help with necessarily that fact, but when you're reducing the chemicals in the environment, what we do know is that in a very short time, when people start eliminating chemicals and toxins in their lives, the body adapts very quickly. So blood tests showed that in a very short time, when people stopped using cleaners with certain chemicals and toxins, that the chemicals in their blood went down. So it's not all bad news. I mean, that fact is very scary, especially for moms and new moms or moms to be. But the good news is that it's never too late because we know with research that the moment you make better decisions, we say when you know better, you do better. But we do know by blood testing and the research that happens very quickly. The body adapts very quickly. And when you stop subjecting the body to those chemicals, that chemical load or body burden goes down in the blood.
That's to do with our endocrine system, isn't it? And how that is actually the system that balances our body.
Yeah.
So all the chemicals that are coming in are affecting that system.
Yeah.
So obviously if you eliminate them, that system then readjusts, balances, and yeah.
And the human body is an amazing design. So again, we don't want to scare people with our mission facts, but what we really want them to think about is, if I know better, I can do better. If I know that I can choose a better product without a chemical, then the body burden or the chemicals that are found in the human being, that goes down very, very quickly. The body is able to filter it and get rid of it.
Yeah.
So you're already turning yourself into a healthier human. I think that a lot of people would be surprised about personal care products. What do our sort of mission facts tell us about personal care products?
Well, just that there's loads of nasty toxic chemicals in so many skincare, personal care products that are out there, and how they affect us.
Yeah, even shampoo and conditioner.
Shampoo and conditioner.
It doesn't have to be in contact with
No,
your
it
skin
doesn't
a
have to
whole
be.
long time to be absorbed by the body. And again, simply teaching people hand washing and the importance of hand washing is one thing that everybody can do to be healthier. So again, these are mission facts and these mission statements that we can use to have regular conversations with people. It's not necessarily about selling, although if they're hand washing, we want them to use, a
go
pet
down
to
that route.
dry,
Yeah.
a pet to dry for the kids, or maybe a chenille hand towel for its own reasons. But really the mission cards allow us to open the conversation without feeling like we're selling and just have education opportunities with people.
So it's really interesting when you look at maybe a non-Norwex person's house and you look under their sink where we tend to keep all of our cleaning products.
Mm-hmm.
And it's shocking to know that most households have over 65 toxic chemicals in their home, just in the cleaners that they bring in.
Correct. Yep. And again, we have another little segment about dust and how it can be dangerous, but those different chemicals would be shocking for most people that it's found in your household where your babies are,
Yeah.
your children, your
it's in the
pets.
dust.
Yep, absolutely. And then of course, one simple way within the first 4 steps of somebody coming into your house, what's a simple way to remain a little bit healthier in your own home?
Use a Norwex doormat.
Right. Almost
Wipe
any
your feet.
doormat. But of
Well,
course, we want them to buy our doormat. But if they knew that they would reduce by 85% the contaminants coming from outside the home
You would have a doormat.
right. And again, we just want to talk about simple solutions, not necessarily Norwex solutions, because the mission cards are to educate and start the conversations and maybe build that trust that we want those customers to have with us, to come back to us when they're looking for the solution.